Okay, so welcome to whatever number this is tutorial, and this we're going to do some special functions that PHP has built into it, and you've already seen one, and that's a special function that PHP has. Now, if you remember, this takes an array with multiple values, and then it outputs on the screen so that it's easier to code and we can see what's going on. If we can't figure out what a variable is at a certain point in our code and we're trying to figure it out. That's what really this is. So we'll put the array in here, and basically this is a special function that PHP already has defined, and we're sending this variable to it. It'd be the same as saying like create our own function, and the array would be what we're sending to it. Then we can use that array in the function, like we did in the last tutorial. So as you see, it's a special function, and it takes it wherever we send to it, it does something, a bunch of code too. So as we did in the last tutorial, you should understand what a function is. So that's a special function that we've seen already. Now there's other ones like str_split. And what this does is it takes a string and it splits it into an array. So it can take either one value or two values, and this can be a little bit confusing, but we're just going to send it one value for now. So we're going to make a variable called string, and we're going to have the string inside it. And then we're going to have the array, and it's going to be equal to this special function, wherever that returns. I never mentioned returns. I should actually mention that right now. So when you create a function, you can have that function return something if you like. You do this by saying return and then wherever you want to return. So now if we call that function, we can have a variable set to wherever that function returns. So r equals bacon. What this will do is, it will go, okay, the variable r is equal to wherever bacon returns. So let's go up to the function bacon and go through its code. Oh, right here, it's going to return bacon to us. So if we echo r will equal bacon. Let's bring up, oh, sorry about that. Oops, type the address in wrong. So it echoes bacon. And change this. We could say 23, for instance. So that's what return does, and that's what this special function does. So let's go back to it. So I forgot I explained that. I apologize. Let's say this string hello, and then array special function that takes string. And then we're going to print everything in that just so you can see what's going on. And again, this is a special function, but it's a very useful one. So you can see it's taking hello, and then for each layer it's splitting into a value in an array. So the first value is equal to H, the second value is E, L, L, O. Basically making an array of that. Now you can actually send two values to this function. So I want you to put two layers into each value of the array. So this will have three values, HE, LL, O. Let's save it first. So there's special functions like that. My personal favorite, other than this one right here because it's super useful, is the random function. So we'll set a variable called rand, and it will equal to rand. And the rand needs two values sent to it to work. So we want a random number between 0 and their second value, and we separate by a comma again, and 10. Or let's do 1 and the comma to separate the value, 10. So it's going to call the function random, which is a built-in function, and it will give us a random number between 1 and 10. And then let's just echo it out on the screen. Oops. So what that will do is it will give us a random number between 1 and 10. As you can see, as I refresh it, it's doing it every time. So that's one of my favorites because it's really cool to play with. So that's the end of special built-in functions. In the next tutorial, we're going to I'm going to show you how you can send data to a PHP page. And we're actually going to have to deal with multiple pages in this. Well, we don't have to, but it's easier if we do.